This is your 28storms.com cyclone update for Tuesday, the 29th of November. We will briefly touch on the South Pacific in just a moment, but the main tropical activity continues to be in the Indian Ocean, where we are still dealing with Tropical Cyclone 5A just to the west of India, and also a tropical disturbance that has been given a low chance of development within the next 24 hours by the U.S. Joint Typhoon Warning Center. But first off, this is their latest forecast for Tropical Cyclone 5A, and the good news is that the storm is still forecast to dissipate below tropical cyclone criteria within the next few days, and that is definitely a realistic forecast, especially after having observed the latest visible satellite image. You can see that the storm still has a well-defined surface circulation, but there is no convection over the center anymore, and without that persistent convection, the surface circulation is not going to be able to survive for much longer. The regional water vapor animation shows Tropical Cyclone 5A continuing to move northwestward over the Arabian Sea into an area that is very hostile for any type of continued development. We see a lot of strong vertical wind shear and dry air moving east in advance of a mid to upper level trough, so the cyclone is definitely going to dissipate within the next 48 hours, meaning that the coastal communities of Oman and southern Pakistan really should not be concerned because there is little to no threat of any significant rainfall from this system. And down toward the south, it looks as though the upper level conditions are marginally favorable for a slight chance of a minimal tropical cyclone formation, but even if development does occur, we're not too worried about any development there because it's not going to impact any land masses. Meanwhile, down to the south near Australia, the mid to upper level conditions remain hostile for any tropical development, and while the monsoon trough is still generating convection in the South Pacific, nothing is organizing at this time. So tropical development in that portion of the globe does not appear to be imminent, but nevertheless, the enhancing phase of the Madden-Julian Oscillation is beginning to overtake the entire Indian Ocean, and this enhancing pulse is going to spread over the maritime continent and into the southern Pacific, especially as we go into early and especially mid-December. Again, that is the key timetable where I do anticipate at least an elevated chance of at least one tropical cyclone development, and not to mention the sea surface temperature anomalies for much of the tropical region surrounding Australia, extending eastward into the South Pacific, are above normal for this time of the year. And this combined with the MJO pulse certainly increases the odds of an early season tropical cyclone. So we will keep an eye on any long-term tropical cyclone threats for you here at 28storms.com/cyclone. But again, nothing appears to be overly imminent just yet. And of course, we'll just go ahead and upload another video update by tomorrow evening.